Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. On tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Following the interception, Love dancing to his left. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. Touchdown! Luke Musgrave, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Down, yellow, 43. Trouble, 38.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And down to the 36-yard line here. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll send Watson in motion right. On play action. Love to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. In motion right, Dobbs. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Trayvon Walker providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On now is the Packers punter. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Taken in at the 22. Oh, some strong running. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff to Bigsby, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check. Crunch.
Etienne up the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
Watch that in. Tight ends right. Tight ends right. Four down. Hey, watch 16, boys.
Now Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again to Jones. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. Love looking to throw it. Forced out to his left. Throw caught by Musgrave. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw now. Here's Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Love. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Love now on second down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Love, they go play action now.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow, blue, striker.
Off the play fake, Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Play action this time with Love. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Love now. Buying time to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Jones again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. Oh, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it. Or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. In motion right is Jones.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Man in motion is Agnew.
Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Let's go.
Lawrence will throw.
A short throw to Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
A give running right, Etienne.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Fighting through pressure. Being chased out, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Completed out left to Dobbs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Love. A slant to Jones. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Play fake. Here's Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Taken at the goal line. Powering his way forward. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go, go, go.
Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and 9.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in. Check in.
Now Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Everyone, you got 4 down. 7's the mic. Mike 7.
Now Lawrence on first down.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Slam, slam, slam. Take right open, open.
Man in motion is Agnew. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Heavy, heavy. 36, 36.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
He's checking.
They'll run with Etienne.
They find some open field here.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
106 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Kill. No. Switch. Quick dance. 13, Luke.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. First target, first catch, and a first down. Throwing, Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now Love. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Going back to Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Check 52. Check 24. Check 24. Alert flat. Alert. 11. Check 50. Check 50.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On third down, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Back now in Jacksonville, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Check 17.
Love now to pass on first down. A short throw to Musgrave. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Love. Flush to his right. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun. Love. They'll roll him out right. He's got it at the 15. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
In motion right, Dobbs. First down, Love to pass. Now swing pass for Dillon. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Love with a give to Dillon. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And that will force a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has...
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A handoff for ETN.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The return is Reed.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Love looking to throw it. They'll set up a screen for...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Dillon on the inside give. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And Love wants to shift things around.
He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here comes second down at 5. A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Here's Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Love.
Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Love.
And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Here's 1st down. Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
what a play there. You got to use that timeout, though.
A final shot now for Lawrence. This ball intercepted. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over, but sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for the Packers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.